I'ma need you girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options. Yeah, you can't be requiring shit over here.
Hey people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you all doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a video of a black man coming for single mothers. So what this black man choose to do, which is hilarious, and I just got my head shaking. So this black man came online to talk about how single mothers have limited options. So if any man wants them, they should be grateful anybody wants them, because nobody wants to put up with a single mother and her children and with no man in the picture. Literally just telling single mothers that you should be grateful that a man wants to be with you. You should be grateful that a man chooses to be with you. You should be grateful that a man says hello to you. And this video has struck a bigger conversation, which has gotten me to split this video into two. So we're going to hear women's reaction to this video and also the men's reaction. So this is the women's reaction, this particular video. So the men's reaction will be next, and I'll leave it down in the description box. So go catch up and hear what the man thinks. So let's go check out what this black man has to say about single mothers. Then we'll come back and talk more.
I'ma need you girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options. Yeah, you can't be requiring shit over here. You lucky we even here. I mean, options is low. You better get what you can get. I mean, y'all had 3 kids by 2 different baby fathers and then be requiring the most shit. Sure, you're lucky. Cause I just want y'all to think, y'all be wanting dudes that's single, no kids, not entertaining no other female, but you got 2 baby fathers, and we supposed to pick up their responsibility, and we have no kids. I just need y'all to process that, like, we don't have to be here. Message.
So please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about what he said down in the comment section. This video has gotten a lot of people talking. So like I said initially, this video is going to split into 2. So in this part, we're going to hear women's reaction to what he said. And then the next part is going to be men's reaction to what he said. But I found what he was saying very interesting, talking about how, it's scarce out there, how can you have kids and expect the most and all that. For me, I'm just like, okay. Anyway, guys, let's go check out what the women have to say. But please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this. Okay, so let's go check it out.
I'ma need you girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options. Yeah, you can't be requiring.
The amount of men that make single mothers is ridiculous. So you better be lucky if one of them wants you. And majority women with or without kids are not even dating men because you can't even take care of us.
Exactly.
You want to go 50-50. You better hope we want you. Clearly somebody hurt this man's feelings, a woman with kids. Also, the amount of men that are raised by single mothers. Did your mama settle? Did your daddy leave your mama to be a single mama, and did she settle?
Ooh.
I do not like when men speak on women at all.
Says that, like, we don't have to be here. Message.
Without even realizing it, he gave the game away. You notice how many times he said lucky? That's what it is. They want you to feel lucky. They want you to feel lucky that somebody like them would want you and you have kids. Lucky that somebody like them would want you and you have a high body count. Lucky that somebody like them would want you and you're plus size. They always want you to feel lucky. Why do they want you to feel lucky? Because again, he gave the game away. You want us to be faithful? They want you to feel lucky to be with them so they could dog you out. They really want you to settle for them, but they're trying to convince you that they're settling for you. Just because she has kids doesn't mean she doesn't have standards. They always jump on the internet and try to make it seem like their preferences are every man's preferences. Not every man wants a single mother. That's true. But not every single mother wants every man either.
I'ma need you girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options.
Cap, aren't you the same person that still stay with mommy and daddy? You have no business to be trying to give nobody no advice. What's wrong with y'all?
I'ma need you girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options. Yeah, you can't be required.
And that right there is why it is so important to work on your relationship with self. Because I don't care what you have. I don't care where you've been. I don't care how many people you've produced, how many scars you have, how your body is composed. None of that gives anybody else in flesh form the right to tell you what you are worthy of receiving. Because the truth is, if someone is in your experience, whatever man decided to be in your presence when you have multiple kids is a vibrational match to you. He wouldn't even be in your world if he was not involved in your vibrational realm, and vice versa. It's a hard pill to swallow, but everything that we're in relation to, we have an inner relation to. And in order to change our outer surroundings, we have to change and disconnect whatever it is that we are using to make that a connection in our physical experience. However, we are emotionally tied and intertwined in a situation. Because otherwise, you'll keep listening and hearing people like this who know how to say stuff with their chest, and you'll think, that's so true. Oh my God. I had sex multiple times with multiple people and produced multiple new people. And I didn't do it by myself. And the other person decided to run off and not participate. And now I must wear the scars and the weight and the burden and the responsibility of that situation. And yes, that is true. Whoever comes into your world must now accept all parts of your world. But if you don't accept all parts of your world, that's why you start feeling like the other person is doing you a favor by being in your life. Because you don't like it. You don't like your life. If you don't like that you have these kids, you don't like that you're living where you're living, you don't like that you don't have enough and all that other stuff. But that means that's the work. Figure out a way to like and love your life. Then when somebody comes in kicking dust all over the place and trying to piss all over your cornflakes and tell you it's delicious and to shut up because I'm here and you shouldn't even be around me, even though they're living in your house probably. Weird. So you gotta get to the root of it. You can't clip the weeds at the top and be wondering why the growing back, or you keep dating dudes and they have the same experience. The way you feel about your life is the most important work you can ever do. Enjoy your life and live it as though it is a privilege for somebody to be around you. Then it doesn't matter what your experience is. If you can find a way to love it, the people who come in must love it too. Or their lack of love for it will cause such a disruption that will automatically be ejected from your experience. I'm serious.
I mean, options is low. You better get what you can get. I mean, y'all.
If you are a woman that's single with kids, please do not listen to me. There's nothing wrong with you saying, like, as a man, that you, like, don't want to deal with women that got kids, or you don't have the capacity for it, and it's just not your shit. Like, that's not the problem with this shit right here. The problem is that this statement is not only irresponsible, it's actually dangerous as shit. Like, and that's how you can tell you ain't got no kids, because there's no way you should think that that statement is okay. Because when women just take whatever they can get because they're desperate and they don't want to be alone, they are not the only people that have to be subject to the nigga that they talking to. The kids are impacted as well. They have to be subject to whoever it is that they bring into their lives. And the part of dating, like, as a single mom, that I don't like, that I feel like isn't talked about enough, is your dating pool does not shrink the way you think it does. It actually expands.
Okay.
Because now you got in your dating pool that would have never looked your way previously, simply because you have kids that they can get access to. So please, just go find you somebody without kids to date and leave the rest of us out this damn.
I'm gonna need you girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options. Yeah, you can't be requiring.
I got 5 kids by 3 different men, and I agree with you. You don't have to be here. So why are you approaching me? I'm over here minding my business, raising my kids. You approach me, and then you're telling me, take what I can get. And I never wanted you in my face. Why are you in my face if my having children is a problem? Get that out of here. You're crazy as hell. Lucky for what? Because you're a body? I don't understand that. Lucky for what? You already just said you're not doing nothing. Because why would I do this, that, and other, and you got kids? Okay, so you're not doing anything. You're over here approaching me while I'm minding my business.
and I should just be happy. And then had the nerve to message. You sound stupid. You sound like an idiot. Because from my experience, men approach me. I don't approach men. I don't go up to men and, hey, I would love to date you, but I have 5 children. Can you accept them? No. Men approach me with 5 children and all. So again, lucky for what? Because you like somebody, you think you're that much of a prize. You're that much of that guy. And I'm not talking about you specifically, but people, men in general, y'all think y'all so much of an asset to some woman's life that simply because you like her, she should be happy about that. Mm-hmm. After you establish that you don't want to do nothing for her, you just want to consume her and don't want her to require anything from you. And it's because she got kids. Let's stop this. Because the next woman who doesn't have kids but has something else that you would consider baggage, she would have to be lucky. Oh, you're overweight. You should be lucky. Oh, you're too skinny. You should be lucky. Oh, you're broke. You should be lucky. Mm-hmm. But yet y'all are the ones approaching us. Nobody's lucky or happy or just content just because you're dusty like them.
Man, but you got 2 baby fathers, and we supposed to pick up their responsibility.
And see, men like this can't comprehend what the is dating. We don't expect a man to come in and step in to replace their father. There are some active fathers still in their kids' life, so we don't need you to do that. Us women are not out here looking for stepdaddies, okay? Don't say that shit. We don't be like, oh, you gonna be my kid's stepdaddy. No, we don't. We don't expect y'all to do anything for our child. Not off back as soon as you start talking to. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get to know you first. Not like I gotta get to know you. I got to know if you cool or not. I don't even tell people I got kids. Cause you wanna know why? Some people plot on females that have children. And I don't have time to be smiling in my mugshot because I want to play with my child. So yeah, I just not tell people I have children. If the vibe is good and I see that you is a good person and we do go out more and more and I see that, then I will introduce to my kid. But
I'm gonna need you girls with kids to realize that you ain't got that many options.
Oh, you poor child. Who didn't raise you? See, my older son has dated women with children. He makes sure he picks them up. He makes sure that their child or children are good before he takes their mother out on a date. Like, I don't know. I've raised a good boy, a good man. Okay. I shouldn't say boy. I've raised a man, because a real man, I get it. People have their preferences. Maybe, oh, I'm not going to date somebody with kids. That's cool. That's cool. That's your preference. But don't tell anybody, any woman, that they don't have choices. Their choices are low and all this stuff. Not at all whatsoever. My son is an amazing catch, okay? So a real man is not going to be bothered by that at all. So women, date men, not children, like this little boy.
You can't be requiring shit over here.
Let's keep it real for a moment. I'm going to be honest with you. Baby, in my early 20s, when I was a man-eater, I would have ate you up. Oh? Devoured you, chewed you up, and spit you out. You light work. See, while you out here thinking you a predator preying on the wounded, I would have devoured you. Give me that one. Watch me break him down, make him cry, break his soul. See, the easiest person to manipulate is the person who already deceived himself, and I'm listening to you. And I already know you done deceived yourself. Baby, your pride and ego got you thinking you something that you not. Because if you was all that, why would you lower yourself? You trying to operate over here with somebody that you feel like shouldn't have requirements for you. All I hear is you can't live up to them. And that's why instead of going for what you want and going for the gold, you ain't going because you can't compete. See, you don't believe in yourself that you could even win one of them anyways. And that's why you not over there. That's why you over here. Let me tell you something. I'm going to talk to you like I would talk to my son. Okay? And in real life, I cuss. And this is exactly what I would tell my son. I don't raise no lame men. And I don't raise boys. So where's you operating this boy energy? because you ain't showing no strength. Because if you as a man feel like you're preying on the wounded, like it's like you conquering something, you not. Any man who preys on the wounded only shows his weakness and not his strength. And I don't raise weak men. Don't you be out in these streets embarrassing me like that. See, if you're not going to have pure intentions for whoever you mess with, then whatever come your way, you're going to have to deal with. See, one thing I told my son is that, baby, a lot of these women been broken as kids. And if you don't know how, you better figure it out, because it ain't hard to find. And so they don't always operate at their best selves because their sense of self-worth and sense of self-love was stolen. And that means they're going to look at you to give it back to them. Some of them going to look for you to validate them. And when you play with them, they will destroy you. Destruction and chaos will follow. Because a part of being a man about providing and protecting, it's not just protecting the woman, but it's protecting yourself too. Because women's emotions will fuck you up. So if you don't do right by them, she will turn into something else on you. You're going to be out here wishing and praying you never did what you did. And I'm going to just tell you the truth. Now, for the girls watching these videos, let me tell you something. If you was my daughter, I would tell you this. Never let a man play in your face like that. Never let a man tell you should be lucky I'm with you. Go on where you need to go. Because if you had to lower yourself for me, what that say about you? If you feel like you are lowering yourself for me, what the do that say about you? Because to me, all I'm in here, baby, I'm the shit. Because if you came all the way down, lowered your standards for me, then I must be something you really wanted to be around.
Oh.
And what you mad at is I don't really want to be around you. And you thought that you was all that and came to find out you wasn't. Now you mad. You should have been lucky I with you. No, baby. You should be lucky I even entertained you in your foolishness. And now I don't, so move around. Baby, y'all gotta stop letting these men play in your face. Because a lot of these men are walking with a false sense of confidence, a false sense of pride, and a false sense of ego. And they will sit there and try to destroy your sense of self-worth because they have none. And they need to feel, let me tell you something, when somebody is empty, they will go around trying to fill themselves up on so much. And that means they'll try to fill themselves up on you. Take everything that you have left in you for themselves because they themselves are empty. Stay away from people like this. And I'm going to just tell you the truth. If you are a woman, you got kids, and a man ever says anything like that to you, cut him loose. Because your job as a woman is not only to protect yourself, but protect your children too. Y'all be out here acting like children are the worst things ever created. When the reality is people make the world go round. People make the world go round. And the fact that y'all treat children like they ain't shit speaks volumes of you. Don't ever let nobody play in your face, and don't let nobody play in your children's face too. Because they sat there and told you that your children ain't shit. And neither are you. Move around.
Period. Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section. But please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So feel free to share your opinion, but be respectful as always. We're family, yeah. Disagreement is a norm, yeah. Disagreement is not, we're not fighting when we disagree, yeah. Okay, so feel free to share your opinion. I just really love what everybody's saying, especially the last creator that was just like, I love her. For me personally as a woman, which I'm still going to say more in the men's reaction, so you want to watch the part 2. Like I said, this video is going to be in 2 parts. We're going to hear what men really think about this situation, if they really think they are the prize. But it's really interesting how young man like that still lives with his parents, because I saw a video. That's why I was laughing when the other lady was like, is it not you that's it? Yes, he did a popular viral video where he said that he's not living in his parents' house. So you're staying in your parents' house, and still, you're telling women that have children that you are the prize, that there's no, like, really? That the options are limited for them because they have children? Come on. and you stay with your parents. And this is why, as women, and this is why we have this I like bringing conversation. What we stand here, we stand on solid ground here, on doing the healing, doing the work, knowing yourself, loving yourself, putting yourself first. Be very intentional about the things you are, what you are, and what you want in your life. And there's nothing wrong with being having kids and being dating. There's nothing wrong, but this is why, as women, if you have kids and you're a single mama and all that, there's nothing wrong with that. The kids are here, you need to show up for your kids. Be very, very intentional. Whatever trauma you feel you're going through and that makes you feel like you need a man to latch on, and you settle for anything that will take you, and almost like they are the reward. Rethink that, especially coming from a society where these are the type of mindsets they have. When a woman have a child, if a woman is a single mother, it's almost like written off by society. Society doesn't expect her to have a man, which having a man is not for everybody. Okay. Okay, so not everybody wants a man. That's another conversation. So in my own society, once you have a child, and that's why a lot of women in my culture, in my society, we stay in abusive relationship and marriages because they don't want to be a single mother, because they fear that nobody will accept them. And even when they eventually leave, or maybe they were never married and are single mothers, and one person shows an interest in them, or they are just flabbergasted and wants to be with that person, because it's almost like nobody wants me. Everybody, like, I have kids, so nobody will want me. So if that one person out of the entire world wants you, then even though the person is giving you shit, you're going to put it up with it. So I really like this type of conversation. I feel like these are conversations which you have as women. You guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know what I stand for and what I preach for. I want women to be very, very intentional about their life. I want women to go do the work, do the self-healing, heal yourself, know who you are as a person, so that you can make a clear decision for your life and people and things you choose to share your life and your time with, not bumps that, nah. And ladies, talking about how some men intentionally go for women that have kids to prey on the kids. Ladies, come on. Be good to yourself and love yourself. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful, so feel free to share your opinion. Go on and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. You want to check out part 2, okay? So part 2 will be next, okay? So see ya. Deuces.